Oh, I done broke the game. See? See? Try to tell y'all. Try to tell y'all ass. Here y'all go rushing me again. Here y'all go rushing me. No, it was my fault. What heck? Why does this keep popping up? Get out of here. Sorry I'm late, you guys. I was ready to get this thing started, and then, like, what had happened was I forgot I went to the store and got my wine, and I forgot to get my glass, so I had to go run and get my glass real quick. Yeah, welcome back, everybody. Why does it keep crashing? It keeps crashing. Hold on. The fuck? Oh shit, what is this? This says Rose? Rosé? Oh, is that Rose? Is that what Rosé is? Oh, it's only 10% alcohol. It's rosé, right? That's 10%? Damn. Whew. All right. Anyways, I did not realize it was Labor Day weekend. Everybody told me last night that, you know, everyone getting lit. Yep, Rose A. Everybody's getting lit in Atlanta this weekend because it's Black Gay Pride, and of course, I don't get into that shit no more. I leave that for the young queens. So, I was concerned that y'all wouldn't be able to stay up late tonight. So I only had a couple games planned, which was this and The Walking Dead, but I don't know, depending on how tonight goes, shoot, we can wing it after this and The Walking Dead. I might do The Walking Dead last. I might do I don't really have another game plan. There was this game called Horror of the Deep, which was I bought it for the low, and it was, I don't know, from the reviews, it didn't sound too good, so I didn't want to waste our time. I wanted us to have a really good Fright Night Sunday. And I don't think this game is too scary, but I don't know. Maybe we could try Deceit again. Maybe some, or Horizon sounds great. But it's Fright Night Sunday. I got the whole week off. Woo, girl! Congratulations. Are you planning on playing Ghost of Tsushima? I started playing it last week, and all I can say is buy it. Oh, I already started it. I've started it. I've been playing it, Shayna. I haven't been playing it consistently enough. I see y'all says we have some free games still pending. I just want to say, hey, I usually lurk, but I love your channel. You are hilarious. You're getting me through a really rough period, and I'm studying for my licensing exam. You always cheer me up. Aw, thank you so much, Lindsay, and good luck on your licensing exam. You got it, girl. You got it. My grandparents social distanced visit me today. It was lit, but I wish I could have hugged them. Aw, hey, Divine. Well, we got some short, scary games left that are free. Let's play some Resident Evil 7. We could get back into Resident Evil. I meant to play, we started playing Resident Evil 0, and we never finished it. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and get into Love Sim. So let's see what this game got to offer. Let's see what we're doing. I'm really excited about The Walking Dead, though. I'm really excited about playing that. What am I doing? Oh, shit! Oh, I wish this game was in VR. Oh, it's coming in there. Okay. All right, let's see. What do we got in here? Where does this go? There's the light switch. The fuck is the light switch at? You know what? Oh, shit. Oh, I need to wash dishes. Low-key, this is what my sink look like right now. I do for real need to wash dishes. Oh, can we make something? What we got in here? Oh my god! And I thought my fridge was empty. Ew, why your stove look like that? This is trifling. Oh, you got some cobwebs? What the fuck is that? Okay. Let's sit down. My dirty little secrets. Read on to move on. What was that? The last human on Earth was sitting alone in a room. Then came a knock on the door. I've never cared for keeping a diary, but now seems to be a good time to start keeping one. Why? Because after all these years, I just can't forget about what used to be the light of my life. I know, overdramatic much? Knowing Brian Comer as much as I did is bound to leave that big chunk of residue. Let's just say this diary is what's left of our relationship. 3 years? No, 3 years have passed, and the world around me is still the same. Well, except for me. I look like a mummified corpse. What would B say if he saw me again? B left Rosen Peak the moment he graduated high school to go to a fancy college of his dreams. Since then, I can only rely on my memories of him to keep on going. I wonder if it was the same for him too. When you love someone, his whole existence just gets etched into your brain. So, no matter how much B changes, I will always know it's him. But will B do the same for me? I know B liked me a lot too, but he was not the most likely person to remember stuff. Considering how long 3 years felt for me, it's possible he did forget about me. Or am I giving him too little credit? So here comes the big question. Will he remember me? Oh? Oh? Why is there a Ouija board? It's kind of creepy. Alright, let's get up. Can I pick up my phone? My battery's dead. Where's my charger? Where is my charger? Oh, the light switch was right here. Okay. Can I brush my teeth? Damn, you ain't got no rugs in here? No pictures on the wall? Can I wash? Can I wash my ass? Ugh, why your shower curtain look like that? Is that mildew? Child. Oh. Alright, there's nothing we can do with that, so let's just see if we can go here. Maybe there's something I'm supposed to do. Can I interact with anything else? What was that noise, though? Do I go to bed? I need a step ladder. No, no, okay. Oh God, what I wouldn't give for rain. My uni did a mandatory COVID test and I came back negative. Yay! Congrats! You've been quarantining and social distancing, I'm assuming. Shit, the way everyone's out and about in the world, I'm surprised anyone's negative right now. People acting like that shit just don't exist. Like it's not a thing. Okay, I think I'm definitely supposed to do something with this. What's this bar? Can y'all see that bar? I don't think y'all can see it for some reason. There's like a... Okay. This is weird. Grab the pencil. I tried clicking on the damn pencil. Will he remember me? Nope. Who am I kidding? Like, any of it matters now. Brian is a great guy and all, but after all this time, I can't be sure of anything. I just hope our time together was meaningful enough to him, enough to make him cherish even the darkest ones. You're not memorable? Nah. Speaking of cherishable memories, I wonder what happened to Joe's Diner. Used to be my favorite place, naturally because it was B's favorite place to begin with. If there were two things that were too good for Rosen Park Peak, it would be Brian and Joe's Diner. Home of the best pancakes in the world, Brian Comer. Things were so much easier back then. B could just go, hey, and I would be like, hey, nothing but hanging out after that, and with some occasional visits to Colton Hill. We had such a good thing going. Will he remember my voice? Well, oh, did I push the wrong button? Oh shit, I was trying to answer. Oh, it's unknown. Why the fuck would I answer that? No. Will he remember my voice? What? Will he remember my voice? Will he say, hey, to me again? Did time already ruin our moments? I just wanted to say hello every time I called him, but what I want to do and can do are two different things, as always. Just enjoying B's presence on the other side of the phone was satisfying too in a way, though. Hey, Hi. I imagined him eagerly waiting to hear something other than my breath. Oh! I forgot to put my heart rate monitor on. Hold up. The fuck? What kind of game is this? Wait, my desk is getting wet. I better close this window. Alright. Heart rate monitor on! Don't worry, everybody. Wait, what the fuck is this? Was that there before? August 21st, 2006. That as a debut outfit? I admire your confidence, Sam. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure out who's reading this. First day of new school, and the new girl in town got classified as undesirable by what seems to be the queen of Waywright Academy. I spent last night telling myself, confidence, Sam, confidence. But looks like I should have spent that time picking better clothes. I try not to care too much about blending in, but these kids already look at me like I'm a candy handed out by strangers. The package seems fine, but you know there's something fishy in there. Judging from their whispers, I can figure out they didn't know Waywright even accepted transfers. It's been less than 24 hours since I moved to Rosen Peak, and I already enjoy sitting alone in my dorm room more than attempt socializing with people who call me a city girl. Well, screw you too, hillbillies. Besides, I decided not to force myself into making friends after my old friends decided to turn on me. I just hope these guys leave me alone at least. Keeping a diary sure can help keep things together in all the chaos. I haven't kept a diary since kindergarten, but this seems like a good time to restart. Kudos to Mom for giving me the advice. Oh shoot, almost forgot calling her. Write you later, diary. My only true friend, love, Sam. Okay. I wish I could sneak into people's minds, look beyond their eyes, just by staring. If I had that power, I would never stop looking through B's window. Oh. Will B remember the moment he came into my life? For me, it is as clear as the moment he left. So clear that the downfall of our relationship still cuts deep into my heart. Hmm? Oh, okay. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. I'm not sure what to make of this. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, life in Rosen Peak was a jar filled with bittersweet candies. Not exactly tasteful, but I leaned to enjoy it. Nevertheless, it's where my heart lies. Wrote a poem in Bede's memory. He used to struggle with Miss Lacely's poetry practices. Even if he didn't have to try that hard, Miss Lacely always told us poetry is not about using fancy words. Let your feelings do all the work. Well, this is how I feel. I stand at his doorstep, heart filled with desire. He rushes down the stairs, heart red like fire. But before his spirit can soar, first he must answer the door. Oh! Fuck. Who is it? I'll be right there. Weird. I don't know about y'all, but I ain't seen nothing. Alright. What the hell? August 22nd, 2006. Stacy is a classic. FYI, she's the one who talked crap about my favorite vintage shirt. It's like she jumped straight out of a cheesy teen drama. Blonde, hot, always talking, and a cheerleader. She even has a beefy jock for a boyfriend. I didn't want to start talking shit about someone already, but how could I resist? Every time I get in Stacy's view, triggered an obvious backbite. I'm seriously starting to think she's under a curse that kills her if she stopped talking about someone else. I'm Stacy. I'm pretty. Sadly, coping with her bitchiness wasn't the hardest part of the day. Mom called again. As far as she knows, it's just rainbows and butterflies here at Rosen Peak. I can still remember the complicated face she made when I told her that my application was accepted by FRIGHT. None of us were expecting them to approve a transfer request of an 11th grader. Even if she told me she understands my need to move out of the city, I really feel guilty leaving her alone. You already used up your last runaway chance, Sam. Get yourself together. If not for you, for Mom. Oh. Oh. This is very uncomfortable. Other FRIGHT kids were so predictable. Their doors were already open even before I put my hand on the knob. But B's door was closed shut and so beautifully painted. Everyone liked him, but couldn't get him to open up. I knew there was something more behind that pretty paint, something behind his bright smile. But on the other hand, being able to hang out with him was a good enough blessing for me, enough to make me want to never leave his side. Crazy bitch. Never, ever. Oh, okay. Okay, we're good. We're good. Hey. Oh my God. What the bitch? Why did you turn around so slowly? Woo! Wait, what? August 24th, 2006. My first Rosen Peak weekend. As the name itself gives away, the small town fits perfectly as a setting for a mystery horror genre. Lush forests, endless hills, and a lake that I'm certain is hiding a couple of dead bodies. I could pay a visit one day and take some gorgeous shots. As for now, I'm just going to leave those hold up. Those poi on my to-do list? Places of interest. Got it. Okay. Which is already filled with crazy amount of homework. I now know why youngsters of Wainwright will try their best to get as far away from the school as possible after class, to escape from the choking on the pressure that teachers give them. Even on the weekends, pretty girls like Stacy will have their boyfriends give them a ride, and others make use of their power of public transportation to get them to more crowded part of town. It does feel too quiet, with no one left in school, but at least I don't feel as lonely as I did in San Diego. At least I don't have to watch everyone I know turn their faces away like I'm some kind of demon spawn. At least I don't have to be reminded how fucked up things can be in a single moment. Moving on won't be easy, but as long as I keep myself busy, it won't be that hard. As for my weekend plan, I'll just improvise in the morning. Write you later. Love, Sam. Alright. B was always pushing his limits. Well, it was more like he was always being pushed, but he was good at it. That's why he naturally became the best quarterback of the team while maintaining a high grade for a star player. B was the best quarterback Wainwright could ask for. Seeing him running all sweaty on the field always triggered something tingly within me. Something that made me want to catch him behind his back and never let go. All sorts of feelings and thoughts were pumped restlessly into my brain with every heartbeat. It gave me a bad headache, a good kind of bad headache. I wanted it to stop. I wanted it to never stop. But as soon as B gave me that, hey, all those headaches were washed away. It used to be the best prescription I could ask for. Take away the pain and let only the good things stay. Stop looking right and left, got me scared. Whoa. Whoa. August 31st. For a boarding school, Wainwright intellectuals are not that interested in becoming intelligent. I visited the library today, and two things surprised me. One, the place is much bigger than the one in my old school. Someone could get lost in here. Two, I had a strong feeling that people rarely visited the library, maybe because they feared being lost in there. Place was too clean. Even the book showed little sign of human touch. Now, I feel sorry for complaining about Miss Lazley's book assignment. I wonder if Stacy is even thinking of picking a book. With her admiring her boyfriend Kyle's tattoo all day, I doubt she has the spare time to do that. Is she depending on how to do the reading for her? Seriously? According to what I saw so far, he's either too busy reacting to whatever's coming out of Stacy's mouth or working up some shenanigans with his jock buddy. Brian, was it? So, yeah, right. In the meantime, I should be more concerned about myself than the well-being of the whole school. Open those eyes. No need for words. The sweetest love songs those eyes utters. So turn around and sing for me. Oh! Yo, my heart rate monitor cannot be working properly. Hold up. Hold up. It need a little spit on there. There we go. Hold on. Let me put this thing back on here. Either that or this wine really is working. What the fuck is this stick supposed to be for? Hmm? Uh-oh. I think I broke it. Oh shit, it's not even, where the fuck did she go? It ain't even connected. Oh my god. Hold on. Ugh. I still don't see it. There it is. Alright. September 4th. Visited the library again. A bit more people than before, and among them was Brian. It's not worth a bother, but seeing a major skank's boyfriend's Bud wandering around in a library is uncanny by anyone's standards. Wait, do you not like Brian? He must have been there to pick the book for Miss Lazley's assignment. I almost got too close to him trying to see what he was going to pick. I really hope he didn't notice that. I'd rather be known as a regular geek than a creepy one. A jock in a library? Now I've seen everything. Woe is me. Hate to admit it, but seeing Brian at the library was today's only diary-worthy event. Probably because it's the only human interaction that didn't give me the sensation of someone talking behind my back. At least today's entry is a tad more meaningful than what I wrote yesterday. I need to revise my book options now. Write you later. Love, Sam. I miss him. Even when I'm with him, I see him. Even when he's not looking. The fuck? Okay, I guess she doesn't see anything, or he, or whoever. I wonder. Are you trying to tell me to wash dishes? Yeah, because that's not going to happen. What do y'all want from me? Oh. Hey Vixen! Loving the games and natural hair watch parties. Yay! Oh wait, what's this? September 7th. It was Mr. Kane's ninth psychology class, and he still managed to come up with another lame activity. This time, he gave each of us a sheet and made us write down some of our personal traits. For the next 10 cringy minutes, I managed to squeeze out some of the aspects of myself that I could hate less. After that, Mr. Kane told us to think about whether or not others would agree to each of them. He called it re-engaging the perspective towards oneself, blah blah. Wow, like I really needed to reevaluate my stupid self. But it's not the dumb subconscious exercise that's bugging me right now. When the papers were being passed around, Brian, yep, him again, kinda smiled at me. It's 11 p.m. now. Why am I writing about this? It's most likely an accidental glance, but I still don't know why the very image hovered in my head for the rest of class. Okay, the rest of the day. Stupid brain probs wanted an excuse for screwing up today's math test. Get out of my brain. Oh! That was weird. As the time we spent together grew longer, one question kept on growing with it. What does the me in B's eyes look like? Does he see me as I see him? Does he see me as I see myself? Does he see me as I want him to? I screamed in agony, but there was nobody to even hear it. Will others think that I do not overthink? Will others think that I would never lie to my friends? Will others think that I never use others for my personal gains? Will others think that I won't betray anyone close to me? Never act on impulse? Don't run away from my responsibilities? Get up. What did I do? Oh wait, it marked no. Am I a fucking freak? September 11th. I was returning some of the books I checked out when he came out of nowhere. Hey, anything worth reading? I never thought the voice was aimed at me, but my heart was somehow already skipping a beat. Brian had to tap me on the shoulder to get my complete attention. Sam, right? I saw you going in and out of the library, he said with a buttery voice. It's not like I've been stalking you or anything. I come here from time to time to get this stupid assignment out the way so I can focus on my games. He said he could... Oh, that was him talking. He said he couldn't find anything interesting to read, and since all he could think of were comics, he could use some guidance. My mind was still jumbled up from the ambush. All I remember saying is, how about Misery? Stephen King's works are good enough to get you started. 'Cause boys like any story with blood and breaking bones, right? Oh, God. I don't recall how the rest of the conversation went, but I'm certain he said, see you later, at some point. And I said, yeah, see ya. Misery? Real nice, Sam. If Brian didn't know you were a weirdo, he does now. What I did for B. All of them, because I loved him. Why couldn't he just understand? Others were nothing but poison. I was the only one who truly cared. But B didn't even appreciate the things I've done for him. I never wanted a drama. I wanted a poemish life. A tender, subtle love story written only for his eyes. It's totally fine if no one else gets it, as long as B does. B was always welcome in my world. I gave him the key to it. Even if he lost it, he could always come back to our world to find it. And I think it's a good time to come back now, B. Let's go back to our small world. where I placed my love at everywhere you loved. Let's go back. Can I mark down something? I'm supposed to mark some, right? The fuck was that? Alright, gotta make sure. Oh. Because I gave him my key and B didn't. But I know he's not coming back. I will never hear that hey ever again. I will never know what's behind his door locked tight with smiles. Why is there blood? September 16th. Turns out the lake does have a history of having a dead body in it. I know this because I visited there. I visited there because Brian took me there. What? It all happened so fast. I was outside the yard reading when Brian appeared out of nowhere. Again. He said, hey, and started telling me how he actually enjoyed the book and how he never read the same book twice in his life. And since he was heading out, he offered to give me a tour of the town. 10 minutes later, we were passing Joe's Diner, home of the world-famous pancakes, says Brian. There was also an arcade across the diner. Brian hates the place because it's teeming with 10-year-olds. The donut shop was Brian's must-go-to place, too unlike the music store. Oh, go-to place too. Unlike the music store, which, according to him, seriously needs to restock. I found my own place of interest, a bookstore. It was weird seeing a bookstore and a gym standing side by side, though. At the end of the tour, I finally got to taste that sweet pancake Brian worshipped. Out the window, I could see the weird gigantic hill that was also visible from my dorm room. Brian revealed that his secret base of some kind Brian revealed it's his secret base of some kind, since few people actually visit Cotton Hill. He jokingly said he could take me there when I'm cool enough. After dinner, Brian dropped me off at the bus station and drove off to meet up with his friends. I was exhausted but hyped up beyond my limits. I can't sleep. How can I when the whole day just feels like a dream? He couldn't even take you home, bitch? The fuck? Do I need this thing? No, I just gotta put the hearts, I guess. Broken memories. Broken. Did I get it wrong? I got that wrong? Joe's Diner. Oh, and the donut shop. Oh, you dumbass. I forgot all about the donut shop. Broken memories, broken heart, broken neck. Okay, I'm doing this wrong. S. What? Wait, there was an S. Y'all couldn't see it. There was an S where my body is. What does that mean? Let's go back to our small world where I place my heart and everywhere you loved. Okay. Joe's Diner, the donut store, and Cotton Hill. I guess that did it. I miss Morning Dew Bakery. B never shuts up about its donuts. So tasty. They did taste sweet, just like B's heart. Each bite was another memory to savor. But just like a donut, it had an expiration date. It turned cold and bitter. I miss its warmth. I miss its sweetness. I need it. I need to eat it up. Okay. Oh! September 25th. The golems just obliterated the hammerheads today. I now know why they say Brian and Kyle are more than buds. I would have called them an awesome duo too, if only Kyle wasn't an asshole of a douche. An ass load of a douche. I mean, the guy has his name tattooed on his arm. Call me old-fashioned, but I think he should go to a hospital and get that ego checked out, because it must be swollen huge. At least he leaves me alone other than giving me that creepy stare when I pass by. I understand how Stacy can keep hanging out. How I don't wait. I understand how Stacy can keep hanging out with him, but Brian, they do say we sometimes become friends with those who are the at the opposite ends. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I think the wine is hitting me. Still on the first glass, but ooh. For me, the real win was the photos I took of Brian. Watch out for Sam Holt, the rising teenage stalker. Bringing the Polaroid camera I brought years ago during my camera geek phase seems like a good idea now. Sigh. I know I promised myself to stay away from people, stay away from the drama. But when I look at Brian, when he talks to me, it feels like maybe, just maybe, it's okay to have a little drama for myself. I'm not ready to define what this feeling is, but for now, I'm going to label it as looking for a shoulder to cry on, and just shove it under my bed, just like the pictures I took today. Okay. I hated every moment I was not with B. I was helpless. Every day, I wanted to call him, just so we could chat. But I was afraid of what Brian would think of it. It could even hurt his reputation. When I finally worked up the nerve to call, all I could do was listen to him say, "Hello?" That was as far as our late night phone call chit chat could go. I hung up, wondering if he knew who was on the other end of the line. I remember the strong burning sensation that came every time I called him. That red, fiery sensation. Red. So fucking red. Red everywhere. Finish what you started. The fuck? Oh my god, bitch. The fuck is wrong with you? Oh. Did I mess up? I did something wrong? Let me look at it again. What did I do wrong? Oh, oh. Oh my God. Close the window! Oh! It's in my face! It's in my face! For you, Brian! For you! Sam, meet me at Colton Hill. Oh! You know where to find me, Brian. Oh my God. There was this guy named Brian, and he lived in my old neighborhood when I went to middle school. And Brian was the first guy I ever kissed. But like, It wasn't like a consensual kiss. I basically sexually assaulted him. So let me tell you about Brian. Okay, so I would go to the story time, but this game been crashing, so I don't want this shit to crash. So Brian lived across the street, and he had this little brother named Keith. Now, Keith was so country. Oh my God, he was so country. So country, in fact, that when I first met them, I remember I was with my cousin, and we was playing around my house in the backyard, and we came around the side of the house, and because they're directly across from our house, they could see us playing or whatever. So he came over, because we had just moved in, he came over, and he introduced himself. He was like, my name is, what did he say? He was like, oh, hey, what's your name? And I was like, oh, I didn't want to tell him my real name because, like, I didn't like my name when I was younger, because every time I introduced myself, I would have to say my name like 3 times, and people act like they just could not remember it. So I just told him my middle name, and I just told him my name was Michael. And I should not have told him that, because he called me Michael. Like that was my name for him. He always called me Michael, but because he was so country, he would call me Michael, and I was like, oh my God. He would be knocking on the door, and I would hear him talk to my mom. He'd be like, can Michael come outside and play? And I'm like, oh my God, no. Anyways, long story short, Keith was with his older brother, Brian, who was around my age. I think we were the same age. And after I introduced myself, he was like, this is my brother Keith, and my name is Brian. Like, just like that. Like, I'll never forget, he was like, my name is Brian. I was like, who? Like, I remember being taken aback, because I'm like, I had never encountered another, like, gay kid that damn flamboyant. And I was like, huh? So I'm not gonna lie, I was a bit intrigued. But of course, back then, you know, we were all in the closet. We was all scared to come out and shit. So, you know, Brian was putting up this front like he was straight and he liked women and he liked breasts and all of this. And of course, his brother Keith believed him. Now, it came out later on down the line, because Brian had this gay list. He sounded so gay. Like, he had the mannerisms, he had the voice. But then when you saw his daddy, like, his daddy was such a manly man. So it was like, okay. But Keith said that Brian sounded gay and he talked funny because he saw his brother choke on a penny one time, and his mama had to, like, shove her finger down his throat to, like, force the penny down so he wouldn't choke or something like that. So he equated that, like, that's how he would defend his brother when people would be like, your brother sound gay. Like, why your brother sound like that? Anyways, I don't remember the exact situation, but I remember we used to all, like, hang out all the time. Like, every weekend, during the week, we would go outside and play. We would hang out at each other's house. I remember one time we had to sleep over, though. We had to sleep over. Why was he choking on a penny? Anyways, we had to sleep over one time. It was all the boys in the neighborhood. Strangely enough, it was a lot of gay dudes in our neighborhood. And everybody swore. It was me, it was Brian, it was this dude down the street named Darren. Everybody was fucking gay, but we all, like, told everybody we was straight. I don't know what that was about. Anyways, we had this sleepover where all the boys in the neighborhood got together or whatever. And I remember we slept over Brian's house. And it was me, Keith, Brian, I don't think Darren was there. We didn't really like Darren though. Darren was kind of weird. Darren was kind of weird. He was kind of sissified too. And you know, we all suspected Darren was gay too, but Darren swore up and down he loved women, so we was just like, oh, okay, but we know the truth, Darren. We know the truth. And there was this guy named Man. Now let me tell you about Man. Man was his nickname. Man lived 2 houses down from my house. And I don't know what it was. I don't know if Man's family was just like ratchet and nasty and like just didn't have good hygiene. But like Man always smelled musty. Like he smelled musty. And actually, Darren smelled musty too. But Darren was like a different type of musty. Darren's musty was like, you know, like some people, they just got like a bad body odor problem. Or like, you know, they just not putting enough deodorant on or whatever the case. But Man was like stank. Like he was musty, he was stank, he was funky. It was like all of that. And we never could understand like why he smelled like that until we went to his house. The smell emanates from his house. Like, his whole house stinks. Like, and we all used to, oh my God. I remember we all sat there and talked about Man and like him being stank or whatever. Anyways, long story short, we had the sleepover. Now, nothing happened at the sleepover. We just all played some games or whatever. And then when Brian's grandma told us it was time for bed, we all like got in our little, you know, sleeping bags and slept on the floor or whatever. And they was all goofing off at the sleepover. So we was all like having fun, joking around, like not really sleeping. And Man got up and like he pulled down his pants and he started windmilling. Okay? And it was completely dark and all you could see was the light coming from the hallway. But bitch, when I tell you, like, we saw that shit swing around and around, I was like, oh. Oh, that was some crazy shit. But the reason why me and Brian ended up kissing, one day I was like, fuck it, I'm just about to be hella gay. Like I'm gonna be hella funny and I'm gonna just be hella gay. So I was like talking all gay. I was acting gay in front of Keith and Brian, and Keith was like, why you acting like that? Why you acting like a girl? You acting gay or whatever. And so I was trying to like kind of tease and entice Brian to see like how he was gonna react to it. So I started touching on Brian. I started feeling up on him. And Brian, of course, was like, don't be touching me like that. Don't be touching me like that. Don't be touching me. And Keith was like, oh my God, I'm about to tell Grandma. I'm about to tell Michael. I'm about to tell Grandma. And Brian was like, no, Keith, don't tell Grandma. Don't tell Grandma. And we was sitting on he was sitting on the steps. I was standing in front of the steps, and I just went for it. I just went in and I kissed his ass. It was like a quick little peck, but like we made lip to lip contact, and we technically kissed. And that's when Keith was freaking out. He was literally about to go tell his grandma, but Brian stopped him. And I wanted to see like if shit was gonna go down or not, but nah, shit ain't go down. After that, we just act like it didn't happen, and that was that. Oh, but let me tell you, Keith and Brian, they had this cousin. They had this cousin named Xavier, right? What did you expect afterwards? I don't know. Look, we was all teenage boys, and our hormones was raging, I ain't know. I clocked the T, bitch. I clocked the T. So I knew he was gay. He knew I was gay. And looking back on it, we probably wouldn't even have been compatible like that. But anyways, let me tell you about Xavier, fine ass. Xavier, he was their cousin. And I think he was the same age, if not younger than me and Brian. And Xavier was tall as fuck. Like he was just tall as fuck. He looked like a basketball player. He was just hella tall. And Xavier was fine as fuck. I never told him, but Xavier, I used to love hanging around him when Xavier came over. He was fine as fuck. But Xavier was like not that smart. And Xavier had a really bad speech impediment where he stuttered really bad. And it wouldn't be so bad if he just didn't sound so dumb. You know, like I could look past the shit. It wasn't that serious, but like, Xavier, you were just so dumb. Like, I still would have let him hit it. Oh, that's so sad. I think he grew out of it though. I think he grew out of it. His head empty. But oh man. Oh, actually, that was around the time that Aaliyah had a really bad bicycle accident. So let me tell you what happened with Aaliyah. So y'all know Aaliyah's my baby sister, right? Okay. First off, y'all need to go and hit this thumbs up because we sitting here having story time and shit. We got over 100 people tuned in. Y'all need to go and hit that thumbs up and quit playing. I grew out of mine. I was a nervous kid. Yo, yeah. I was socially awkward too, because I used to struggle just conversing. I had a hard time just conversing. I don't know what it was. I know what it was. I always felt uncomfortable speaking to people because I always felt like people could pick up that I was gay from how I spoke. So I was always extremely self-conscious about it because my mom always made me feel bad about the way I just naturally spoke. And she made me feel like it was wrong and I always got in trouble, or, you know, I got the taste slapped out of my mouth because I sounded too gay. So I was always second guessing myself with how I sound, how I spoke. And so I was never really comfortable with just talking to people. Anyways, so we had this super steep hill in our neighborhood. My house and Brian and Keith's house was literally at the bottom of this hill. At the top of the hill was this other kid's house. Ooh, what was his name? His name was Trey. And R.I.P. because Trey actually died. Trey actually died because he had an asthma attack. And I'll never forget, that was the first time I actually encountered, like, death so closely like that. Because, you know, like, family members I've had passed away and died and stuff, but it never felt close to home because I never really knew those family members like that. But yeah, I remember he passed away suddenly just from an asthma attack, and I was like, wow. I just remember, like, wow, we was just playing last week. This dude literally ran me up a tree because he know I hate dogs, and he brought his damn dogs down the hill. Like, he was literally just here, like, and he passed away. So Trey's house was at the top of the hill. So and our neighborhood was in like an actual subdivision. So we would take our bikes, we would go up the hill and ride down the hill super fast. So when we would want to get a bunch of speed and ride down the hill, that's what we did. So that day, Keith decided his country ass decided he wanted to be dumb and stupid and stand at the middle of the street at the bottom of the hill. So at this point, Aaliyah's riding her bike down the hill. And as dangerous as this sounds, Aaliyah's bike didn't have any brakes. I remember clear as day, her bike did not have any brakes. So I don't know if Keith expected her to like brake or move out the way, but I guess because she was coming down so fast, she couldn't control her speed, and she literally ran her bike dead into his ass at the bottom of the hill. And I was like, oh my God. And all I remember is my baby sister flying off the bike. Like she flew, like the bike stopped after it hit Keith and she flew off the bike. And I was like, I'll never forget, I was in rollerblades and I was like, oh my God, my baby sister just hit the asphalt. And like, she was bloodied up, like the whole side of her face was bloodied up. Like, her nose was bleeding profusely. It looked like her brain was draining out her nose or some shit. And I was freaking the fuck out. And like, I think she kind of lost consciousness. I think she was like kind of out of it. And I remember we was all freaking out. Like, everyone was freaking out because Keith had gotten hit. My sister fell off the bike. And I was freaking out. I'm sitting there saying cute as fuck in my damn rollerblades. I went over to my sister and I'll never forget, I picked her up. And I skated her to our house. Like, that's how much I was freaking out. Like, I picked her up and carried her to our house and, like, told my mom, and we went to the hospital and all that. She was fine. The side of her face was fucked up after that for a while. And I can't remember... I can't remember if she had any serious injuries besides that, but it was bad. And Keith's ass, the only injury his ass had was a damn scratch on his elbow. I was like, bitch, like, why would your stupid ass sit there at the bottom of the damn hill like that? And he's standing there like this. He trying to block her ass like this, like, like, come through me, you ain't gonna hit me. And sure enough, she came dead into his ass and hit him dead into his shoulder. But yeah, poor Aaliyah. The scar on her head. I think she did have a scar on her face. Anyways, yeah, that's what happened. But whew, child. All right. Let's see. September 28th. Due date for Miss Lazley's book report is right around the corner, and I'm still not finished. Only if I wasn't too disturbed. Normally, I wouldn't bother reading a teen romance story, but for some reason, I thought, hey, why not? The premise of Mingled itself is pretty generic. Jenny has a huge crush on her childhood friend Michael, but she can't get Michael to think of her as more than just friends. She reaches a conclusion that it's because of all the girls around him. So she starts making a list of all the basic girls who also have a crush on Michael. What she's planning to do with the list is yet to be revealed. Excuse me. You should have a strictly storytime stream. It's fun listening to these. I wish I could like have this list of all the story times. I need to sit down and think, because I really don't be remembering this shit until like it happens, or like until I jump back to that. And the only reason I thought about that story time is literally because I thought about kissing Brian in that neighborhood. But your stories are epic. I gotta ask Aaliyah about her experience about that whole situation. Yeah, I gotta ask her, because we never really talked about it after that. Oh, I almost forgot. Okay, I almost forgot. So, after I kissed Brian and nothing happened out of that, like I thought like, you know, maybe we would like end up being boyfriends or something, or maybe we would experiment some more. But nah, nothing happened. It was just like business as usual. Years later, my 8th grade year of middle school, we moved away. So, well, well, after 8th grade, I'll say. Yeah, we moved away after 8th grade. So after we moved away, I really didn't see Keith or Brian until Aaliyah had her Sweet 16. Child, let me tell you about this Sweet 16. Nothing really happened. It was like the dopest ass motherfucking party. My mom, let me tell you, when my mom throws parties, like my mom goes all out. You know what I'm saying? She ain't do all that shit for me. But when Aaliyah had her Sweet 16, and Aaliyah's birthday's on Halloween. So Aaliyah had her Sweet 16. My mom got this DJ to perform, and she literally turned our garage, I'll never forget, she turned our garage into like this dance like club, a teen club basically. She had the little fog machine going and it was fogging up in there. She had the little Halloween lights and shit, and it was dope as fuck. I was like, oh shit, I can't believe she did it. So when Aaliyah was 16, I was 20. And I'll never forget. I went to Aaliyah's Sweet 16 with Alicia, my old gay lesbian best friend, and my friend Siobhan was in town. Those of you that don't remember Siobhan, because I don't talk about him too often, me and Siobhan went to high school together. Siobhan was a guy. Siobhan was Jamaican, and Siobhan had vitiligo. Why is that important? I don't know. But I always thought his vitiligo was beautiful. I always appreciated his vitiligo. I was always kind of bummed out that he felt so insecure about it and he didn't like it. And I can understand why he felt that way, because I'll never forget. Where's Siobhan now? I don't know. And his name is spelled different. It's spelled CHAVAUGHN or something like that. Like Chavon. That's how it's spelled. And I remember when we first started orchestra together, me and Siobhan. No, hold on. What in the lasagna? No, I think I spelled it wrong. It's an H somewhere in there. People would react weirdly. Yeah, okay, so let me tell you. After me and Siobhan weren't really close like that in high school, but we kind of grew a little closer after high school, which is funny. Like a lot of my friends that I weren't close to in high school, we got close after high school. Like me and Alicia we was associates in high school, but we weren't really close until after. So Siobhan, I remember I went to the grocery store with him. It was just like a regular little grocery store run or whatever, and I was just trying to get some shit for dinner. And we was walking together talking, and I will never forget, because I always felt like uncomfortable being in public, because when I was younger, I was more flamboyant, I was more feminine, I was more out, like people could look at me and see I was gay. Like now it's kind of hard to see because I just look like any old kind of man. But I'll never forget, we was walking down the frozen food aisle, and this mom was on the phone with her little girl, and her daughter literally pointed at Siobhan, looking at his skin, and she was like, ew! Like she said it so loud, and she said it so like provocatively. It was like, oh my God, like, oh my, like what the and her mom saw her do it, and her mom didn't do shit. She didn't say shit, she didn't do shit. She acted like she didn't see it, and I was like, wow. And I was like, you know what? I get it, because like, as much as I walked in Walmart in heels. I ain't never had no child sit there and point at me and say ill, like, and say it loud, like ew, like I was like, and she a kid, you know what I'm saying? She ain't know no better. She probably ain't never seen that before. But it was just like, oh my God. You know, like, he can't even walk through the store and feel comfortable. You know, he kind of joked and laughed about it at the time, but I could tell. Like, I'll never forget. I felt for him so much in that moment because I was like, I've never had to feel like that. You know, it's one thing if I walk in the store and, you know, people look at me weird or people say things about me because I'm wearing heels or because I'm dressed in a certain way or because I walk a certain way. But it's one thing to just exist and like walk down the aisle and kids are pointing at you going ill. You know, I'll never forget that. It was just like, I wanted to cry for him. But anyways, yeah, so I'll never forget. We was going to Aaliyah's Sweet 16 party, and Siobhan didn't have a car. For whatever reason, he was in town. He had moved away to New York. He had came back to Atlanta to fix up his home that his mom was trying to rent out or whatever. And I came to pick him up. I was like, yeah, come with me and Alicia. We going to my sister's Sweet 16. Like, come through. Shit, pull through, bitch. And so Siobhan was straight. Okay, let me say this. Siobhan was straight. When me and Siobhan encountered each other in orchestra, Siobhan was younger than me, and we ended up being stand partners. I was first stand, and my teacher paired me with him so that I could teach him the ropes because he was a beginner and his skill level wasn't like at my level or whatever. So we spent a lot of time like practicing and me helping him or whatever. And I remember he told me he felt uncomfortable like being so close to me because he's Jamaican and, you know, their whole culture is very homophobic or whatever. But for whatever reason, after he kind of got used to me and realized like, oh, you know, like that's just Narada, you know, like that, like he's just one of the homies, he's just different. He didn't really look at me in that way, so our relationship just kind of grew out of that. Like, I guess he never been around another gay person, so like I was the first person. So yeah, we grew close or whatever. So I went to go pick up Siobhan for Aaliyah's Sweet 16. Let me get to the point, bitch. Let me get to the point. So I pull up at the house and I'm calling. I'm like, Siobhan, I'm outside. Siobhan, I'm outside. Siobhan ain't like, oh, thank you, Katia. Thank you for the cash app. He ain't answering the phone, so I'm like, damn, I gotta get out the fucking car. I hate getting out the fucking car. So I get out the car, and I go and knock on the door, and I'm like, Siobhan, yo, where you at? Like, we running late to the Sweet 16. Like, you live all the way out in no man's land. Like, we gotta go. Like, we got to go. Where you at? So Siobhan, he opens the door. And bitch, when I tell you, he was dripping wet. Okay, he was dripping wet. He had nothing on but a towel. And I was like, it was like that moment that you see in like a movie or like a romantic comedy where like the guy opens the door with nothing but a towel on, he's dripping wet, and you're like, cause I didn't expect that. Cause I told her, I'm like, Siobhan, I'm on the way. Like, I'm gonna be there in 30 minutes. I'll see you when I get there. So when I get there, he don't answer. I'm like, what the fuck is this? What is he doing? So he opened the door and I was like, oh, 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 oh. Oh, bitch. Now outside, I mean, when it came to his vitiligo, and I'll never forget this, when it came to his vitiligo, you know, it was on his face, it was on his hands, it was like a little, I don't think it was like on his elbow, it was like on random places. But when I saw him without that shirt on, and I saw his chest, And he had a bird chest too. He was so skinny. He wasn't even my type. But after he opened the door like that, I started lusting after Siobhan. Oh my God, I started lusting after that man. His chest, he had like, his vitiligo was like, it was on his nipples. Like the melanin of his nipples was gone. And he had these pretty pink nipples and like this splotch of like lack of melanin. It was so beautiful. Oh my God. I ain't never seen nothing like that in my life. Anyways, so he jumped out the shower to answer the door because I guess he was trying to rush or whatever. So anyways, we all went to Aaliyah's Sweet 16 party. Me, Siobhan, Alicia, we pull up there and, you know, we having a full time. Like, we older, you know, we're fucking adults. And Aaliyah is there with her little, you know, high school friends or whatever. So we all just kind of chilling, hanging out. You know, Alicia's drinking on a beer or whatever. And, yeah. So, outside of that, ain't nothing really happened at the Sweet 16. Keith pulled up. Remember, we moved away. Keith pulled up to the Sweet 16. I guess my mom reached out to their grandma and invited him because when my mom throws parties, my mama call everybody. She called everybody because like she want everybody to come to this damn party. My mom good for a party. So I was surprised to see Keith pull up because I hadn't seen him in over 5 years. Like, I'm surprised my mom still had they fucking number. But when Keith pulled up, bitch, I was like, y'all remember how I was like lusting after his cousin Xavier? I was like, damn, Keith done grew up, the fuck, bitch. Like, he grew all hella tall and shit. Keith was like he was like shoulder level to me. When Keith showed up at that damn Sweet 16, I was like, damn. And then his voice got all deep. And I was like, damn. Now, Brian didn't show up. I don't know what ended up happening with Brian, but he wasn't living with Keith and they daddy and they grandma. I don't know what the fuck happened. But I say all this to say Aaliyah's Sweet 16 was lit. Alicia felt some type of way because all these grown-ass women was staring her up and down and she felt uncomfortable. And I'm like, Alicia, they probably like low-key gay. They probably lusting after your ass. Like, chill. She's like, nah, man. Why they staring at me? Why they staring at me like that, man? Why they staring at me? And I'm like, yo, why is she staring at you like that? I don't know. Forgot Narada needs a reality show. Puberty kicked in. Oh shit, D-Boys, yeah. You know, cause he was like, Michael. Now he was like, Michael. I was like, oh, hi, Keith. Is that you? Whew. Call me whatever you want. Shit. Anyways, so that's the last time I saw Keith at Aaliyah's Sweet 16. Now, Brian, I didn't run into him. My mom said she ran into him at Family Dollar somewhere. Brian, his gay ass, he done turned into a damn butch queen. My mom said he was thugged out, sagging his pants, had all these tattoos on him, and he looked like a thug. She loves saying that about black men. He looked like a thug. And I'm like, okay, whatever. I was on this dating app years ago. It was called BGC. And those of y'all that know what it is, y'all know what it is. Those of y'all that don't, y'all don't. And y'all not gonna know what it is. But I was on this chat called BGC. It was a website. And I would like to say Yeah, trade. Exactly. I would like to say that it was a dating app, but Black Gay Chat. Yep, exactly. That's what it stood for. That's exactly what it stood for. I was on there for a minute in college, and I came across this one profile, and I was like, this guy looks familiar. So I started clicking through his photos, and I'm looking at the guy because he's very masculine. He's presenting himself very masculine, and I'm looking through the photos, and I was like, oh shit, that's Brian. And I was like, he was like thugged out. He was like mean mugging and shit, like. And I was like, the fuck? Like, he had all these tats and shit. He looked like he fucking smoked. His lips was all black. Like, he was light-skinned with the pink lips and shit. He had completely changed. I don't know what the fuck happened between that Sweet 16 and then, because Keith looked like he was well taken care of. Brian looked like he been standing on the corner or he been chilling in front of QT late at night for a good little minute. I don't know. Brian looked like he been around the block. And I don't remember if I messaged him or not, but we never connected. So cigarillos, yeah, he looked like he smoked hell of cigarillos. His dad kicked him out. He probably did, because his dad looked like he did not play that funny bunny. His dad seemed like he did not play that funny bunny. And I remember his dad and my mama almost got into it one time because his dad was supposed to sell her a car or fix a car or something, and it didn't happen. And she was pissed at him, and he was pissed at her. And it was kind of like a strained relationship because their kids play together. Like, I play with their son. So it was like, it was just like a weird situation. Like, it was just hella weird there. Yeah, Brian was thugged the fuck out. Oh. But I never would have thought that Keith would have took all the looks in the family, because Keith was like oh, Keith. Anyways, that's the story time. I don't know what the fuck happened in Leah's Sweet 16, but it was fun. She had a good time. Everyone dressed up in costumes. I think I was, let me pull up my old costume. Let me see if I'm scared to pull this shit up because I feel like this game gonna crash, but shit, fuck it. At this point. And this game probably is gonna crash, and if it does, then shit, fuck it. Alright, I'm about to pull up my Facebook page so I can see if I can find this picture of me at Aaliyah Sweet 16. I think I was like a caveman or something. I think I was. Let me see. If Aaliyah was 16, that had to be 2010. Let me see. Was it in here? Oh, yep. Here it go. Can y'all see? Let me see. Yeah. So this was me at Aaliyah Sweet 16. Aaliyah was Cleopatra. Oh my God, she looks so cute. Oh. And yeah, I was a caveman. Child, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing with this makeup, but I think I pulled it off. This looked like fun. Yeah, her Sweet 16 was lit, son. It was lit as fuck. Oh, we had so much fun. I was so embarrassed having my nipple out. I remember I had to go in the fucking Walmart and get her a damn birthday card so I can put some money in it and shit. And I can say it's from Siobhan and Alicia, even though I paid for all that shit. And like I remember like these little girls, oh Aaliyah! Oh my god! Girl, what you doing here? Oh, sorry, Aaliyah, fuck. Hold up. We having a little story time. I was talking, I don't know how long with your lay ass. I don't know when you jumped in, but we was talking about Keith and Brian, and I was telling them about Keith old tall ass when he pulled up at your Sweet 16, and he was looking fine as fuck. But yeah, she was cute or whatever. I think this year I might do like a pharaoh costume because I'm feeling real Egyptian. I'm feeling really Egyptian, you know. So I think I might do that. Yo, Aaliyah, you remember when Keith ran into your ass with the bike? Like, I'm trying to remember, like what happened? Like, cause I remember, you was bleeding and shit, blood coming out your nose and shit. The side of your face was fucked up. Like, was you fine? Like, I don't remember what happened after that. You didn't break an arm or nothing, did you? Do you even remember that accident? Oh, let me see. Yeah, this is when I was in Walmart getting the damn car, and I think Siobhan was in there with me. And like I was literally being followed and stalked by these damn teenage girls, and they was like trying to snap pictures of me. So I was like, shit, I'm gonna take a picture, pose, like posing on these motherfucking hoes, bitch. Fuck you mean? Damn, I must have had them take a whole bunch of pictures, bitch. The fuck? I mean, that isn't really something you expect to see, you know, at Walmart. But shit, like, it's fucking Halloween. Like, why the fuck y'all tripping? Like, the fuck y'all tripping for? Anyways, let's get back to this game. Alright, pray it don't crash, y'all. Pray it don't crash. Alright. Oh, shit, y'all can't see. Fuck. If I can finish the book by tomorrow, I'll be able to finish the report with enough time for a revise. P.S. I wonder how Brian is doing with his assignments. Why am I interested? Because he's been asking for my help for some of his works, and I gladly agreed to. Why would I do that? Because by helping Brian focus on his practices so he could bring trophies to our beloved school, it's safe to say I'm a part of a bigger cause. Not like I'm doing this for personal reasons, right? I wanted to read Brian like a book, peep into his beautiful head. Fill it with desires I had to secretly incubate. You. Desires of whispering words like, don't leave me, don't go away, don't smile for others. Please don't look away, 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 please don't look away. Oh Oh shit, I looked away. How we gonna beat this game? You should come to my house so we could collab. Girl, you live too damn far. I'm gonna need some gas money. I'm not gonna look away. 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 I'm not gonna... No. No! Stop! Stop! Let me go! Do it. We want to hear her side. Fine. Maybe I'll do it. Just so I can see Jalen old fine ass. What's your roommate up to? He still got a boyfriend? Oh shit, he might be watching. Oh shit, let me be quiet. Oh shit, bitch, you don't need no more fucking wine. Look, this how we already drunk through the shit. Okay, hold up, bitch. Oh! Bitch, you play too much. You play too much. Leave me the fuck alone. Is that a note? What is that? Oh, I read that shit already. October 4th. Stacy invited everyone to the late post-victory party at her place this Friday. Weird that she told me this at the hallway herself. The sudden act of courtesy was enough to leave me frozen. But to think of it, a self-conscious beauty queen like Stacy would love showing off how tolerant she could be? I prefer celebrating quietly in my room, but since the party is practically being held for Brian, I thought it would be sort of rude of me to not be there. He was nothing but nice to me since I met him, so the least I could do is show up. Plus, I could probably witness the face Stacy makes when she sees I actually had the nerve to show up. Maybe, just maybe, I could even piss her off if I managed to strike a conversation with Brian. An Omega hanging out with an Alpha? Cal would be busy comforting Stacy, fuming about how I messed up her ecosystem. No peer pressure, Sam. Just clean drinks and hopefully some casual talk with Brian. What could possibly go wrong? Like staring into closed eyes. I could never know if B knew I was looking at him. Y'all so scary. Did he even know I was there? Maybe he knew, but simply didn't care. The only thing looking back is my decaying sanity. I wanted to look away. So much. But what's the point when the stench is still there? I started to think the only way to get B's attention was to throw myself off Colton Hill. How did I come so low? All I wanted was a chance to show how I feel about B without any noise getting in the way. I still could have had some peace with Brian, despite all the shit I had to deal with. Oh. Oh! Tamika said she sent a cash app for gas money for the collab. Oh shit. Oh shit, we about to link up. Oh shit. Oh bitch, I need to charge my phone. Well shoot. Alright, I guess we're gonna have to make it happen. She just can't be blowing her damn smoke in my face. You know I don't like that shit. You know I don't like that shit. You know I don't like that shit. You ain't gonna be smoking in my face. But thank you, Tamika. Narada don't like dogs and smoke. No, I don't. I really don't. I really don't. Oh my God, you guys. Okay, we gonna see if we can make that happen. I don't know, maybe next week. You're welcome, boo. Yeah, we gonna see if we can make that happen. Oh, shit. RM sent you snacks for the meetup. Oh, y'all so sweet. I guess we just gonna do a chill stream where I just kind of kick it, and you know, I guess we just talk about shit. I don't know. This gonna be some new shit. We'll make it happen. We'll make it happen. Why he looks scared? Brian was super likable. Everyone liked everything about him. They couldn't stop smiling when Brian started talking. The smiles made me want to puke. They smile as if their relationships with Brian mean much more than the one I have with B. And yet, I was the only one left with a broken heart when he left for Rosen Peak. Brian was so determined about leaving that being a star player wasn't enough for him. B needed to be a fucking model student. Nothing says, pick me to college admission like a spotless student record. What do you want from me? Oh my God. Oh my God. What's happening? Damn, my forehead shiny as fuck. Alright. October 7th. Oh man, everything's gone wrong. All my senses are screaming in pain. I don't even remember drinking any booze. The pain only escalated the moment Brian texted me, "You feeling okay?" No, I was not okay. And why is Brian asking me this? Did I do something to him? According to Brian, I went from being quiet to crazy, happy, and cute. His words, not mine. Real quick. I was so close to being the center of the party that he had to bring me back to the dorm. Why can't I remember any of them? Congrats, Sam. You reached a new low in life. Shit. Is this it? Is this how I die? I sincerely asked Brian if there was a good place to kill myself. He said, maybe now is a good time to show you my secret hideout, since I passed the test by showing the whole school a different me. Is he seriously going to take me to his Colton Hill hideout? Tomorrow, I'm going to the so-called most romantic place in Rosen Peak with Brian. There's something in my head that's keeping me awake. And it's not a hangover. Suicide suspected in death of missing teenager. The girl of 17 who was found dead at Coton Hill likely ended her own life, police says. Sam Holt, a transfer student of Wainwright Academy, had been reported missing for 6 days until Rosen Peak authorities discovered her body in the forest. Due to days of heavy rain around the time of her death, the investigation on Miss Holt's death faced a few challenges. However, interviews with school faculty members and students led to the possibility that she threw herself off the cliff of Coton Hill after months of rejection from her peers. She was rarely seen with others, says one of her former teachers. She was even publicly humiliated just before her disappearance. It must have worked as a tipping point for her. Rosen Peak Police says the fall did not kill Sam instantly. It is possible she gasped for air through her broken neck before dying. Wainwright Academy now faces a suspicion of neglecting its students, led by the mother of Wait. So when she went to go pick up that note on the rock, did Brian push her? Because he ran up. He ran up. Why would he do that? Brian wouldn't do that. I can't move. He can't just shake up my whole world and leave. What do I do? Are those needles? Oh my God. What's happening? Brian, is that you? Narada, you need to play Slender Man. Tamika! Tamika, listen to me. Stop what you're doing. Stop. Those of y'all that are new to the channel, stop what you're doing right now. Let me tell you what to do. Okay? This is what you do. You are going to go to my YouTube channel. Okay? Go to BlackGaymerGod. Go to my channel page. And go to the Slender the Arrival drunk playthrough. After this Fright Night Sunday, click on this shit. That is the most funniest shit. I actually need to watch this shit back. I think I might actually do a stream just watching this shit back. Because that shit was just that fucking funny. But yeah, I played through it. I actually played through it twice. Just an FYI for anybody, I have quite a few games that I've played through. And I tried to categorize them based on genre, but I haven't updated this list in quite a while. So you can go through my playlist, and I have a lot of games that I... Oh, hold up, bitch. How the hell did shit end up here? The fuck? Yeah, I have a lot of playlist of video games that I've played through. I need to play more of this Swords of Ditto. I haven't played through that. Wait, hold up. Why does Final Fantasy only have one fucking video? Oh my god, this needs to be edited. Oh my god, I can't believe that. Your Walking Dead and Life is Strange playthrough are my favorites. They were funny as fuck. Have you seen the Slender Man one? Have you seen... Yo, that Slender Man one is like my all-time fave. I got to watch that back. I'm gonna watch that back, actually. We gonna do a whole stream and watch that shit back. Anyways, yeah, thanks for the suggestion, but yeah, we played through that. I gotta figure out what games we're gonna play for Halloween. The week of Halloween. But let's get back to this. October 8th, 2006. Oh my god! Brian actually took me to Colton Hill. The hideout Brian mentioned had a wonderful view of the small town. The whole place was under the golden sunset. The best part of this spot was that it is quite hidden and unsafe. You could easily roll down the hill if you are careless or drunk, and no one could find you for days. Terry, welcome! How awesome is that? Being drunk with that wonderful moment didn't cause any accident, though. We sat there for less than an hour, but it felt like an eternity. I can't even remember what we talked about. I do remember saying how beautiful Rosen Peak is, and Brian being all meh about it. I guess you can fed up with views like this too. You can get fed up with views like this too. Today's only regret is that I failed to bring the true essence of the hill's view back with me. There's a reason why I gave up photography as a hobby in the first place. At least the close-up shot of Brian was not half bad. When I came back down from the hill, it became clear that my life just became a bit more messed up now. I know because I really want to talk to Brian again soon. Help me get to sleep quickly today, diary. Love, Sam. Brian's secret hideout. A closed Colton Hill hiking route discovered by himself so he can hide from the world around him. Not a flashy place, but it had a great view. I wish it could be our special place. Ours and ours only. Colton Hill is nothing but a rock pile of blood, soaked memories now. Why did he have to break my fucking heart? Why? Maybe that's it. That's why he wanted to leave, even after I told him we wouldn't be together anymore. He thought he was too good for Rosen Peak and me. To him, I was just a background in his picture. Hmm? Who's there? Where are you? What do you want? You don't deserve a face. Maybe that's it. That's why he wanted to leave, even after I told him. Oh, I read that already. What am I supposed to do? Brian. October 10th. The book report was finished. The book report was finished days ago, but I can't stop thinking about Mangled. Mostly because my stupid brain thinks I'm sort of like the main character, Jenny. To summarize the rest of the book, Jenny goes on this jealousy-fueled sabotage rampage on every girl who has a crush on Michael. I know it sounds horrible without context, but it's actually kind of cute. She finally stands on top, but Michael finds out what she's done. He breaks Jenny's heart, saying he can't be sure of who she is anymore. Things work out in the end, but that's not why I sympathize with the dorky psycho girl. Ryan is just like Michael, popular, has killer biceps, busy hanging out with people. I can't see what he wants because of all the noise around him. I know he wants to go to college, but what about beyond the boring stuff? What kind of person does he like? What does he think about me? He told me about his mom, how she died of cancer last year. It must have been so hard trying to look okay in front of everyone who's depending on him. I sometimes feel like he can't see me because he's so busy trying to meet everyone's expectations. I know how those around us can be hurtful, and it's dangerous to rely on them so much. I just wish I could tell Brian one day that I'm here for him. Hope you remember how to... Oh! Brian got what he wanted in the end. He left Rosen Peak as soon as he was given the chance. As for me, I was left to suffocate in the hole of tainted memories until I drowned in my own endless nightmare. Every day, every night, I'm surrounded by whispers. Whispers that lie. Whispers that eat away my brain piece by piece, no matter how I try to. Oh God, I hear them again. One must take as much as one gives. Obsession is a stronger form of love. No one can have what you can't. B never loved you. Because you're a selfish little shit. No! All of your problems are caused by you. No! It's all your fault. It's not my fault! Your survey results. It looks like your eyes are still closed. It's like listening to your own voice only. Keep listening. Then maybe you'll understand something this time. It's getting worse. The fucking shithole town left a disgusting crack on my heart. And it's getting bigger and bigger. The voices I hear from the crack are getting louder. I see more and more eyes staring at me through the gap. October 13th. Miss Lazley gave us an easy poetry assignment for once. She said it's okay to make a parody of the classics as long as we stick to the ABCB pattern. So I took the liberty of letting my imagination go ABC berserk. Here's a slight taste of my early work. Roses are red, violets are blue. My life would have sucked if it wasn't for you. I could have waited for Brian to ask for my help with homework again, but I decided to make the first move this time. And guess what? He said he could handle it alone. Call me paranoid, but I'm worried I might have hurt Brian's pride. That's what happens when Sam opens her idiot mouth or uses her idiot brain. P.S. I've decided to carry my diary in my bag. The doors in the girls' dorm are way too easy to open. Not as easy as Stacy, though, if you know what I mean. I even saw one of the girls using a notepad to crack her door open. Besides, I have this weird hunch someone's been reading my diary. I've decided to not ignore this hunch. When I ran out of places to run, I only had one solution. Now my memories are scattered all over the dark. Now I must look for them. I cherish your smile. I indulge your gaze. Where else could it be? Oh. Keep me forever more. Wait. Am I Brian? I don't know where to look. Need a flashlight. Where else could it be? Open the fridge. I'm not watching it tonight. I'll watch during daylight. I think you have to look in the bathroom with the lights off. Alright, let's try it. Oh, good suggestion. I'll be right back though. Oh shit, I gotta go to the bathroom. Oh my god, it's gonna be a photo finish. Oh, 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 I'm not gonna make it. Not gonna make it. Oh, I made it. I made it. Okay. All right. Oh, speaking of which, I've been meaning to turn the bathroom music up a little bit. Alright, let's get back to it. I cherish your smile, keep me forever warm. I indulge your gaze, be my endless sun rays. Remember, it's an A-B-C-B pattern. October 20th. With Brian preparing for a rematch with the Hammerheads, I once again gladly gave him a hand with the non-important homework stuff. I must say, the teachers here don't give their poor students a break just because a test is over. It's not like I'm burning with helping out, but Brian is really trying hard to get good grades. From what I heard, he doesn't have much to worry about going to college since he's practically a local football star. Maybe his pushy police chief dad raised him to be an overachiever. It's funny how a model athlete like Brian got friends like Kyle, who always finds excuses to pull him out of school. It's unfair, really. As long as you are a sports star, you'll end up with douches like him, no matter how nice of a person you are. I don't speak with Kyle much, but I don't need talk to know what he's like. First of all, his girlfriend is friggin' Stacy Lannings. The stare he gives me when I pass by is enough to creep me out for the whole day. It would be lucky if Stacy didn't come along and start yapping about how Brian is out of my league. She has Kyle to play with, so why would she even care? Like, ask your boyfriend out for a drive, jeez. Have a nice life with him so Brian can stay out of the poison he does not deserve. Who is that? I wake up without waking up. I wake up without waking up. Same rainy night, my lifeless room, endless nightmare. Just leave me alone! Can't open the door. Greenheart University. Discover your potential with our early admission program. We are waiting for any hardworking and career-driven individuals. Apply now at www.greenheartuniversity.com. What the fuck are you smiling at? Oh! No! What are you doing? Stay back! What do I do? I don't know where to go! This is for B. Don't pussy out. Push the shutter. Do it. Fucking trash. You belong here. You belong in a trash can. You are nothing but trash. Bitch, bitch, bitch. Fuck you laughing at, bitch. Why you laughing at me, bitch? Why you laughing at me? Laugh at this. Laugh at this. Did I take too long? Okay. Okay. I gotta move. I gotta move. Start here. I can't do it! October 23rd. There was a consulting session for Greenheart University student programs. They called it GUSP. LOL, what the fuck? At the gym today. I've seen his posters all over the school since the day I arrived. I had nothing better to do, so I decided to give a visit and spend my precious after-school time reading brochures. And once again, just like at the library, I was surprised to see Brian there. He was at the early decision program booth. I wanted to talk to him, but instead I ran from my room, jumped to my bed, and out of nowhere, tears started to drop. I bet it was because those stupid hearts. Yep. I saw those hearts again. Now they were on the gym walls, too. Whoever drew them must be very insecure about the relationship. Insecure like me. Deep down, I know that I want my own hearts on the walls, too. But seeing Brian at the university booth felt like finally getting punched by reality. I have no idea what I'll be doing in a couple of years. I thought of staying here at Rosen Peak, but with Brian preparing to leave, there's just no point to it. No Brian, no hearts on the wall. God, it's like my brain's creating a storm. I'm just gonna lie down for a bit. Hopefully, I'll wake up next week. My life is nothing but a repetition of waking up with nothing to live for. Not even a false hope to look forward to this time. Long ago, when I finally got to accept my feelings for Brian, I thought everything was going to change. But every day was still just like every day. He was still a school star. I was still his friend. When you live in Rosen Peak, people expect things to stay the same. If anything changed between us, it could ruin B and everything around him. So that's how it went. Nothing changed, but my whole world burned. I kept telling myself maybe after graduation, I'll be able to express my feelings for him. I let the fire in my heart eat through my soul and body. I called myself a coward, but I chose to keep what little I had to enjoy. I was a poor kid crawled up in bed. Poor? Do I really deserve that charity title? Am I really the victim of all of this? Who is here to judge me anyway? It's all over. Everyone left me. So why do I have to feel like I'm being chased? Like someone's always watching me. Like someone's always trying to judge me. How did the invite go? She in or not, Stacy? Oh, She's coming. Dorks like her can't say no to parties like this. Sweet. Time to give her the drama she wants so bad. November 2nd. I know I used half of this diary writing about Stacy being a bitch, but now she's just unstable. It wasn't even past the first class when I saw her arguing like crazy with Kyle. Heard her shouting something like, "I'm done doing shit for you," before storming away. Then she saw me. I was her next target. She strutted towards me and said, "This is all your fault! Why don't you just go back to fucking San Diego?" Whoa. What did I do? She was off before I could even open my mouth. I turned to Kyle for answers, but he was gone too. Come to think of it, I rarely saw them hanging out recently, but I didn't know things were this intense. Brian's been acting weird too, though. He hasn't talked to me much recently. He even looked somewhat more upset than usual. I finally tried to ask him what was wrong, but he cut me short asking if I called him last night. All I could give was a blank face until Brian said, "Never mind," and walked away. What was that about? And what did he mean by again? Calling him in the middle of the night for no reason is something I dreamed of, but that doesn't mean I actually did it. What the hell is going on? It's because of her. The moment she came into our lives, what little I had to enjoy started to crumble. Only bad changes happen in my life, no matter how hard I try to protect it. A city girl just asking to become an outsider. That was all she was to me. Hell, that was all she was to everyone else, even to B. But then, I saw them talking at the library. I couldn't see clearly, but I could know it was from B's face. He was making her smile. It was another smile, taunting my feelings for B. No one would ever know what kind of emotions I was hit with at that moment. A change was happening, and I didn't like it at all. Stacy didn't like it either, and she could never stand letting an easy social prey slip away from her. Naturally, Stacy took a peek into her diary one day. She took a picture of some of the entries and sent them to me and her gang. She wanted everyone to join her twisted and childish game. The diary had no special meaning to me. Not until I read about how Brian took that cunt of a fucking tour of the town. Oh, sorry. Not until I read about how Brian took that cunt on a fucking tour of the town. He had no interest in girls whatsoever, and suddenly now he's hanging out with an outsider? The moment I got tired of doing nothing. That moment, I got tired of doing nothing. Sorry. I knew something had to... Bitch, what? I knew I had to do something, so I gave Stacy an idea. It was going to be easy. Spike her drink, get her wasted, and humiliate the shit out of the city girl in front of everyone. Only then would she know her place. It could have been so simple. Only if B didn't get in the way. Bummer. Was hoping to do nasty stuff to her drunk ass. Still can't believe Brian had to take her away like that. Well, needy bitches like Sam do make some people feel sorry. She did mention something about her dad in her diary. Bet she has some nasty daddy issues too. Got an idea. How about we show everyone how needy a bitch can be? Sounds fun, but how? Leave it to me. Just keep reading her diary once in a while. November 6th. This is what is. I don't even know how to describe what happened this morning. This is fucked up. My hands are shaking again. It started when I opened my locker and something poured out. For a few seconds, my brain was cut off from whatever was happening. When I finally looked down there... Shit. When I finally looked down there, there were dozens of pictures scattered on the hallway floor. All of them were pictures of Brian with gibberish written on them. The whole school was at the hall. They looked at the pictures, then at me, and then at the pictures. Brian was there too. The face he gave me, the face of disgust, he turned away and left. I didn't even say anything. I tried to chase after him, say something, anything to him. But the floor started spinning and people started whispering like they knew what was going on. The air soon began to choke my throat. I swept what was on the floor and ran off to class. Of course, Stacy must have something to do with this. I looked for her, but she was nowhere to be found. The rest of the day was about nothing but avoiding eye contact with anyone. I can't sleep. Brian's not answering any of my texts. There's no one to talk to. B kept saying nothing was going on between them. But I wasn't about to believe everything was just rainbows and butterflies. In my eyes, Sam was using Brian to fill her sad, empty life. I couldn't let that happen. She wanted drama she didn't deserve. She doesn't deserve shit. She doesn't deserve to... She doesn't get to barge in and start stealing the life I've only dreamed of. Stacy kept doing what she does best, digging into others' secrets. She sent pictures of the little shit's diary pages to me. That's how I found out about their little trip to Cotton Hill. It was our hideout since first year of high school, and her presence turned it into fucking nothing. How could B do this to us? The only way to break them apart was to show Brian what a creep she was. I kept reading the disgusting words she wrote in her diary. At the same time, I felt something. A reminder of how I felt when I fell for B. How it felt so right. and terribly wrong. Screaming into my pillow never helped with making the feelings go away. Did you find the diary yet? Babe, I think you're taking this too seriously. Did you find it or not? I think she knows. I'm sneaking into her room. I can't find it anywhere. Babe, don't you think you're too obsessed with breaking them up? You're giving up now? Forget it! Please, babe. Maybe Brian doesn't even like the girl. I said, forget it, bitch! November 7th. The school counselor called me today. Mr. Ferns asked me if the rumors were true. Rumors that I've been leaving heart drawings all over the school. Rumors that I've been stalking Brian. At this point, the whole school must be out of its mind. I didn't even know the letters in the fucking heart spelled S and B. And what? Just because the initials are S and B, suddenly every name that starts with them are either Sam or Brian? And guess what even crazier words are on the streets? Sam Holt, the daughter of a child molester, craves forbidden love. Oh, what? How on earth did Stacy find out about Dad? Why would she do so much to fuck up my life? And where the fuck is she? Is she... You know what? I'm tired. I'm tired of waiting for Brian to listen to me. I'm tired of looking for words that describe this fucked up situation. I can't believe I have to go through this again. So far from home. And so soon. Brian, please. Please say something. I think this is glass. Yeah, this is definitely glass 3. This is like 3.5. I'm not drinking no more. I'm done. I'm putting this bottle up. I'm drinking through this shit like juice. All right. You know, this is kind of weird, but I'm kind of intrigued. I want to see what the fuck is happening. Get some water. I'm fine. Don't worry. I'm gonna burn this off. Trust. Then I remembered she wrote something about her dad. It must have had something to do with her existence in my life. I started digging. It wasn't even a challenge. Keith Holt, arrested for sexually assaulting a teenager. It was beautiful. I found the perfect ending. All I had to do next was fill in the rest of the story. Man, I still can't believe I go to school with a celebrity. That Sam's girl got some balls showing up to class when everyone's talking about her pervy dad. Sam Holt calls Brian from a payphone in the middle of the night and silently listens to his voice. Sam Holt takes Brian's picture and keeps them hidden in her locker. Sam Holt draws hearts all over the school to let others know Brian is hers. A needy city girl with serious issues. She was just a disaster waiting to happen. No one, even Brian, would think otherwise. I made all the preparations while Stacy spread the rumors I created. It was... It was never easy. I once almost got caught taking a picture of Brian using the restroom, but I kept going. Every picture I took was a love confession I could never make. Every heart I drew was my sacrifice for him. And in the end, I got what I wanted. When enough suspicion piled up on Sam, I stuffed all the pictures I took into her locker. It was a happy coincidence that B was there to see the spectacular unfold when it happened. It was over. Things were about to turn back to normal. And then Stacy's drama-filled head exploded. Huh? Oh! Ah! Where's the fucking door? Okay, what? What the fuck? I don't know what to do. You got to open the door. When do I open it? I don't know what to do. What a... Oh, this game is making me sleepy. We've been playing this shit for 3 hours. I don't have the camera. I'm about to run out the door. Ah! Okay, that didn't work. I'm trying to what do y'all want me to do? What do you want me to do? Yeah, someone please Google it. Please Google it, because I'm about to Google it. Stop playing risky. I'm trying to... Hold on. Wait, why did this person beat this game in an hour and a half? And we've been playing for 3 hours.
Oh God, we're in school. This game is actually really.
You have to follow the signs.
I don't know.
What you mean? Okay, alright, we'll figure it out, Alright, maybe when the lights go off, that's when I move. Alright, lights are off. Lights are on. The fuck? Oh, my, what the, come on, damn it, come on. I'm done watching you get away with the shit you've done to me. Did you really think I wouldn't find out that you've been using me to break Sam and Brian apart so you can have some fun with her? Well, I had my share of fun when I told Brian what you've been doing. You should have seen the face he made when I got to the part of you drawing those retarded hearts all over school. Hope you enjoy your happy life now that there's no Brian to get in your way. Oh, by the way, I saw you staring at that college poster. What, did you like the girl in the poster too? Is that why you tore off her face? You need help, and don't bother calling me, Stacy. Please, man. Stacy got it all wrong. It's just a misunderstanding. I was just trying to prevent Sam from getting into your head. Please, B, don't do this. Text me back, please. Is this Kyle? The day Stacy told Brian was the last day he talked to me. He was so angry at me. He would never understand what I did for him. Typical. So fucking typical. Again, I was left alone to supper. This time, someone had to pay for it. Oh! Oh! Hmm. Kyle, what are you doing here? I knew you couldn't stay away from me. You know you don't deserve him. I don't know what you're talking about. Our lives are ruined because of you. Hey, don't come any closer. No, no, no. Shit, shit, shit. No! The note. It's in her bag. Must get rid of it. What am I supposed to do? Oh, the stick. Oh, shit. With Brian preparing for. Oh, shit. Kyle? It was an accident. I never meant to kill her. Or maybe I did. Did I? But it doesn't matter now. Did any of what I did matter? I left the team suit after what happened at Colton. After that, the school, from what I heard, Brian easily got accepted to the university. He left town right after graduation. The fact that he's a star athlete with a notable school record worked like a charm. He's been growing the idea of leaving Rosen Peak since his mom died. Living alone with his obnoxious dad didn't help much with being attracted to his hometown. We never got to talk about it seriously. Brian didn't really want to, but every time he hinted about leaving, I tried so hard to ignore what it meant for me. Even then, those college posters all over the school were laughing at me. They were making fun of the impending doom. They were all saying, "Ha ha, see? You're gonna die alone here!" Maybe I knew. I knew that Bee took an interest in Sam because she was just a clueless new girl who was lonely enough to do anything for any guy who was nice to her. But jealousy is a strong creature. It quickly devoured my mind. Soon, anger took control of me. I just needed someone to be mad at other than Brian. Even after he left me, anger stayed. It devoured me whole. And again, it's time to wake up. But wake up for what? To be greeted by the fact that I must start running around in circles again? That I must stick needles into my body so I can forget my past for a few fucking minutes? It's just like that story Miss Lazley once told us about. The shortest horror story in the world. The last man on Earth heard a knock on the door. I'm alone in my room. I'm alone in this world. There's someone knocking on the door. I don't know who it is, but I must keep the door locked. No one comes in, no one goes out. I'm so tired. I just want it to end. Let's just wake up. Let's just open the door. I don't care who or what's waiting for me. But what about my diary? The one I've been keeping to remind myself how I am a victim of everything that's happened. I don't know what I would do without it. What will keep me from going insane? So, here comes the big question. Should I keep it? No. It's time to admit. I've been keeping a memory of lies. The only one to blame for the shit I've had to deal with. It's about time I burned it. But what after that? I could open the door out of here, face whatever's waiting for me. Or I could just stay with the fire and let go. Whatever the choice, it's time to say goodbye. I was finally awake. My head was aching from the desperate pumping of my heart. My burning lungs sucked in air for what felt like an eternity. But I knew nothing was over. I needed to get what was coming to me. I told the police everything that happened 3 years ago. It won't fix what I've done, but at least I finally get the closure I deserve. I know it doesn't mean anything now, but goodbye, B. Okay. Wow. Um. All right, that's it. That's it. Um. That is the game. Kyle wanted that booty. Was he that couldn't have been it. Hold up, we gotta look this up. We gotta look this up. Hold up, there's 2 endings? Alright, let's just Google it. It takes place in a single bedroom with a player character reading the diary of a teenager in a tragic decay into depression and insanity over a boy they have a crush on named B. Meanwhile, there's someone or something stalking them. Oh, it was deleted. Just finished playing. I was about to find out this. Okay, so I like this game, but not enough to replay it. I chose no at the beginning and no at the end. Does anyone know what changed by choosing yes? Yes, yes. Turns the page reads. I'm not giving up. The only thing that's left for me. Nothing's my fault. I'm not letting go of anything ever. Hold on, let me zoom in. Not letting go of anything ever again. Then the lights go out, there's a knock, and you use your lighter to get to the door. The screen turns white, and you're waking up again in a destroyed room with Sam's ghost flickering towards you. Black screen reads, "It will never end." Yes and no. It's time to admit. I've been keeping a memory of lies. I'm the only one to blame for the love I had to deal with. It's about time I burned it. But what after that? I could open the door out of here, face whatever's waiting for me, or I could just stay with the fire and let go. Whatever the choice, it's time to say goodbye. So that's what I had. Then you set the diary on fire and crawl towards the knocking on the door where healthy Sam was momentarily standing towards. The fire continues to spread and suffocate you. When you open it through your wheezing, you hear birds and honking and see a bright light. It's daytime. Black screen reads, I was finally awake. My head was aching from the dust probably in my heart, burning lungs. Okay. So I guess this was the good ending. There's at least one or two more. Okay. Wow. Hmm. I guess that's it. I guess that's it. The scribble represented the college and abandonment, which Brian ultimately chose over Kyle. So did Kyle love Brian? Kyle was obsessed with Brian. He wanted him to himself. Yes. Oh. Well, why didn't they explore that more? Did they fool around in the locker room? Kyle was gay. He killed Sam over Brian, who ended up leaving him anyway? You did all that for what? Oh my god. Okay, so he told the cops and then what, he's in jail? He's in prison? Wow. Wow. Sam and Stacy are dead. No, Stacy's alive, right? Stacy's alive. Only one person died. The one he pushed off the cliff. Went from the closet to the jail cell. Damn. Okay. I guess I gotta give a review, right? That was interesting. I have to say, even despite me being intoxicated, I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's definitely a psychological horror. It definitely made me nervous and uneasy and uncomfortable turning around to see what was waiting for me behind the room. But I like the way that it told the story. Yeah, I like the way it explained the story in a way where you kind of didn't know who was talking, who was writing in the diary. Well, yeah, like it was kind of confusing, and then as the story progressed or the game progressed, everything just kind of started to make sense. And the fact that I still was a little confused at the end, but it still makes sense. It still made sense. So yeah, out of 10, I think I think 6 or 7. I think 6 or 7. Them type of games confuse you. Yeah, I was confused, but I'm always confused. The game was good. For us to be sitting here for 3.5 hours and for us to still like not click off the game, it's gotta be decent. It definitely kept us hooked to the end. So thank you to whoever suggested it. I think it was Whitney. I want to say it was Whitney. But I liked it. I enjoyed it. This was better than the grocery store. You talking about the convenience store? Unlike Blameless. Well, look. Here it is, 12:22. Shit, we won't speak on Blameless. I like the store one. I agree, 6. I'll give it a 6.5. Yeah, I'll give it a 6.5. Blameless was trash. Good evening, child. You're welcome, Rada. Just needed proper job training, that's all. I actually had fun doing the voice acting. It was kind of fun. So yeah, I enjoyed it. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and move on to our next game of the night, which more than likely will probably be the last game of the night, and that's going to be The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and get the VR set up, and I'll see y'all on the next one. If you enjoyed the stream, don't forget to give me a thumbs up on the way out, and I'll see y'all in a few minutes. Until then, be blessed. Yeah, VR, you didn't see the last stream? We played quite a bit of it last week, and I thoroughly enjoyed The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners. It's a very well done VR game. It's definitely the best VR game I've played. So yeah, we about to go ahead and play that. So thanks guys for watching and supporting, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Until then, be blessed. No short, scary jump scare game. Nah, not tonight. Not tonight. I didn't expect it to take 3.5 hours. I expected it to be like an hour and a half, 2 hours. So maybe next time. Later. I'll see y'all in a few minutes.